Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. This is Dave and Roxanne.
Welcome to another episode of It's
It's
a
a new
New
day.
Day,
It's
It's
a
a
new
New
you.
You. If this is the first time you're tuning to this episode, we do this episodes once, two, sometimes over three times per week. And the goal of this episode is to encourage you, to inspire you that if you had a tough day yesterday, there's always a new day to become a new you, to become all that God created
Created you
you
to
to
be.
be. We always, every time we do things like this, we always phrase this new day, new you in a question. And what's the question for today?
So, the question for the day is why you are pregnant with your dreams and how to nurture it.
Why you? You didn't know you're pregnant. Roxanne is pregnant for real, but you, every single one of us, we are pregnant with our dreams. But the problem is we don't nurture it.
Yeah.
We're gonna dive into that later on today, but we want to know where you're tuning in from, right?
Yeah, so let us know where you're tuning in from. If we haven't met yet, welcome to our page. And in our Dave and Roxanne Obiso business fan page. This is also live in our personal page and also in our YouTube as well. So we'd love to connect with you. We are from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And comment below if you know if where you're tuning in from. We want to know how global you are, and of course our dream is to go to your places when we can, right?
Yeah, like Nancy is in California, USA, somewhere warm.
Nice.
I love that.
Beautiful couple. Love you guys. Thank you. Yeah, California, USA. Thank you guys.
Adelaide, Australia. Wow.
We have hold on. Adju Chan, Adelaide, Australia. Awesome. Watching from Milton, Ontario, Monica. Amazing. From Dublin, Ireland. Wow,
Dublin,
Wayne.
Dublin.
That's Wayne. That's amazing. Port McMurray, Anne. Awesome. Carol from USA. Thank you guys. Hannah is from Adelaide as well. Maxie, Seattle,
wow.
USA. Switzerland. Shirley, that's amazing.
So global. Awesome. All right. So again, the question for today is.
So the question for today is, why you are pregnant with your dreams and how to nurture it.
Now we wanted to share that analogy of pregnancy because Roxanne is pregnant. We learned this from a mentor a long time ago, even prior to this online business, that all of us are pregnant with our dreams. We all have a dream, but the problem with our dream, whatever that is, that we don't know the deadline. We don't know when it's going to happen, right? Unlike pregnancy, that we know it's going to be 9 months.
Yes.
Right? It's a seed. Baby is a seed, right? We know it will take 9 months for it to mature and come out as a baby. Right? We're excited. In fact, we're going to update you. How many weeks left?
I'm 35 weeks tomorrow. So it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks left.
That's right. 4 to 6.
We're excited. Our due date, because I know people are asking, it's on July 22. So
that's right.
That's our due date. It could be earlier than that. Hopefully a week or 2 weeks prior is okay, or a week later, that's fine as well. So that's
coming up.
It's coming up.
So our dream is to have a baby, and it's so clear that it will take 9 months for the baby to come out. Right now, farmers also plant seeds, and whatever, depends on what kind of crop it is, the farmers know exactly when to harvest. Now, the problem with our dreams is that it came from the same stuff. It's actually a seed also, but it's a spiritual seed, the dream, right? And the biggest problem with this seed is that it acts like any other, seed or dream. But the biggest problem with this one is that we don't know when it's going to happen for us. That's the biggest thing. Now, it requires faith and requires nurturing it, right? And the second phase of this question is how to nurture it.
Yeah.
Now, this seed, the spiritual seed, you got to nurture it for it to come, because it's kind of like, you can't say, oh, imagine this. You don't know. Like, let's say, imagine, we're pregnant, but there's no such thing as due dates. We don't know.
Yeah.
You can't say, oh my God, I'm struggling. It's so painful. In the first week, it's not going to happen. You're just going to stop having a baby. You can't do that, right? Because we know specifically it's going to come out, right? That's why we continue to nurture it, feed it, do the things that we're supposed to do for this pregnancy, which is, what are some of the things that there's some things you can't eat.
Yeah, there are some things you can't eat. You can't eat raw food.
Yeah.
You can't, you can't. You're more careful, I think, when you're pregnant. You eat healthier, right?
What do you do to nurture it? More milk.
More milk. I drink more milk, right? More calcium. I drink multivitamins,
You
like
check it all the time?
prenatal. I check it, every week if I'm gaining weight, and then now it's like every 2 weeks I go to ultrasound, and I think next after that it's gonna be every week, right? So you have these expectations, right? That like first trimester, this is how I will feel. So because of the studies and the science and everything, I know what to expect. That okay, for the first 13 weeks, I might feel the symptoms. In the second trimester, it's gonna have more energy, but on the third trimester, you will feel this, the kick will come in. I can feel the baby kicks now, and I'm more tired, right? So you have that expectations already, and you know what to do. But in our personal dreams, in our, when we have these dreams, it's hard because you don't know when exactly. It could be earlier, it could be more years, more months than we expect, right? So
but also the biggest thing is you're gonna go through pains, labor
Yes.
pains, right? What kind of pains are you experiencing?
Oh God.
Carpal tunnel, right?
Yeah, I'm having like
Carpal tunnel pregnancy.
It came out of nowhere,
Yeah.
like tingling and then sore,
Sometimes you have cramps, right? Sometimes
heartburn,
in the
right?
first trimester you had like
Nausea.
nausea,
Yeah.
right? That kind of thing. So
And the funny thing is, when I asked my friends or my sister, they never felt this way, right? I know each pregnancy, each woman is different. So you just have to, and some have even worse than mine, right? So
here's the worst is that when you're closest to when you're having labor and start to deliver, that's when you experience the most pain, right?
Oh my gosh.
That's why right now we're contemplating if we're gonna do epidural or not, because that's when you experience the most pain.
Yeah.
When the dream is about to come out, which is the baby. Right now, we're sharing that with you because you are pregnant with your dreams. You don't know when it's gonna come, but for sure you're expecting. You have labor pains in your dream, right? You're failing, you're uncertain, you're doing a lot of things, right? That you're not sure it's gonna happen, but you need to continue to nurture your dreams. You need to continue to feed it with good stuff, because it is gonna come. You don't know when, but it is gonna come. You have to be certain in your heart, have faith that it's gonna come. And today we're gonna share with you 3 things you can do to nurture it, right?
Yeah. So I just want to say hi to Len from Winnipeg, Manitoba. Thank you. Thank you, Anne. You're glowing, Roxanne. Thank you. Love the analogy, Victoria. Thank you, guys. Dayola, you're still beautiful. God bless you both and the baby. Thanks, guys, for the prayers. From Maine, USA, Victoria. Thank you, guys. Oh, we have Elisa from Norway as well.
So share with you 3 things to nurture it and to make sure you continue to expect the delivery of your dream, because you're pregnant with your dream, right?
So the first one is how to nurture your dreams is to imagine it, right? Imagine, having that whatever is your dream,
successful
right? Successful
that
business,
house,
or that new home, or
having a baby.
Yeah, having a baby.
For us, we've imagined for 10 years, right?
Yeah, so we imagine that. So you have to imagine that you're there already, that you receive the dream already. And when you imagine, you feel that, because our mind doesn't recognize if it's real or not, right? So
you got to, and also the key about imagining is don't just make it a task, make it vivid, make it very clear. I remember when I was imagining that we're gonna have a baby, like the cry in my eyes when the baby comes out, when I'm holding the baby, because that's how you nurture it. You've got to imagine it vividly, day in and day out. But there are times that it was a 10-year journey for us to have a baby that we thought it's not gonna come. So that's part of the labor pains, right? We almost gave up on it, right? We almost lost hope, but we kept going, right?
Yeah, and also really we hold on to God's promises about having kids, right? And that's really kept us going, right? So
that's the first one. The second key to nurture is have a vision board. Again, this is important. This is a fundamental principle of how to nurture your dream, right? Because you are pregnant, right? So make sure you have a vision board, because everything that's written down, put in paper, has a more higher chance. In fact, statistically, it's about a 42% chance
Mhm.
of happening if you write it on a piece of paper or write it down on a vision board.
Yeah, and also not just a vision board, because we always do vision board before, but look at it, right? That's why you imagine it as well, because when you look at it, you look at your vision board, it actually keeps you going, right? Because sometimes it will discourage you if you don't have the results that you want. So the more you have that vision board, like, everywhere in your house, or for us, every year we have vision boards, right? And some of them came true, some of them didn't come true
Not yet,
until,
but we know it's coming.
until later,
Yeah.
like years, or some of them are still, there. It hasn't happened yet, right? So have that vision board. If you don't have it yet, look it up. There's a lot of YouTube
On how to create a
on
vision
how to
board.
create vision boards.
The last one is have dream reminders. Now, what's the difference between dream reminders and vision board?
Vision
A vision board is just in a certain spot,
Yeah.
where you go to and look at it. For us, we have many dream reminders. Like, one of our biggest dream reminders is we took that vision board, we put it on the phone, right?
Yeah.
That became a kind of a wallpaper. So every time we look at it, it becomes a reminder. It gets lodged in our subconscious mind, and the more we lodge it in our subconscious
We have
mind,
that safe delivery, healthy baby, right? We have the mortgage free as well. We have that.
So every time you look at it, it's a reminder. And your dream, your pregnancy becomes nurtured every time, because it gets lodged in your subconscious mind, and then it becomes more clear out there. And the other reminders, I carry a card with me, other than so this is I learned this from the monthly mentor, that you have a card of your goals. This is monthly, right? That's our long term. This is our monthly. We do this every month. It's called the monthly mentor. It's a dream reminder. I look at it, before I sleep, in the morning, every time I have a chance, because it reminds me of what we're working on towards that bigger dream on a vision board. So this is another way you can nurture it, because the more it lodges in your subconscious mind, the more you're clear of what you're asking from God, from the Lord. But more importantly, scientifically, your RAS, your reticular activating system, is looking for things to help you achieve that dream and goal. So those are the ways that you can nurture your dream, because you are pregnant with your dream.
Yes.
But I want to leave you with this tip. Some of you are experiencing challenges. You may want to give up because you're extreme pain, extreme failure, extreme rejection, a lot of things. But remember, right? In the labor, that's when there's the most pain, right? So that simply means that you could be very close to delivering the baby, which is your dream, right? You could be. So don't give up. Our encouragement for today is don't give up, especially if you're experiencing the most, heartbreak, the most, rejection, the most, humongous failure, because you're on delivery. It's time to deliver, right? You're so close, right? So here's our verse for today.
So our verse for today is from Hebrews 11, verse 1. It says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen."
Now, I love this, because the first fundamental key to nurturing that dream is faith. You've got to have faith, and because it's the substance for the things that you are hoping for. Faith is necessary for this dream to happen, because if you knew when the delivery date was, then you're not going to need faith, because I know a year from now God says I'm going to become a millionaire. But because it's not clear when it's going to happen, that's why faith is the key fundamental ingredient you need, right? But the second key, the evidence of things not seen. I love this when I understood this, because in the beginning, I didn't know what does this mean, evidence of things not seen. Well, it's not seen because only between you and God that saw the dream in you. Evidence of things not seen is your imagination, right? You've got to imagine. No one else saw it, you. But you've got to see that over and over and over in your mind before it even happened, right? Because that is the evidence of things not seen, right?
Yeah, and our job is really not to know how not to figure out how it's going to happen. Our job is to ask for what we want, to ask God to give it to Him, surrender it to Him, work on it, right? But even if you don't have the results, keep going, keep persevering, keep that faith, and let the Lord, it's His time to harvest it, right? To make it, bountiful and abundant, right? So Your job is to nurture that dream, that your pregnancy, and hopefully it's your time to deliver, right?
Yeah, I love what Steve Jobs says. When achieving your goals, you can't really point the dots moving forward. You can only point the dots moving backwards. Right? That's why I always say that without God, it's really hard to achieve your dreams, because you've got to have some grace to make it happen. So, talking about pregnancy, we are so thankful for some of the people that surprise us with a gift, right?
Yeah. So thank you so much. We're actually didn't expect it, and I know some people are asking us about if we have baby registry, and we do have. We actually have a baby shower coming up this Saturday. So we're just so grateful that we can now do a restaurant. We cannot do indoor gatherings still in Calgary, but we can do indoor restaurant.
Yeah,
so
six a table, and it doesn't have to be in the same household. So I think we're getting close in Calgary to stage 3, which means that all restrictions are lifted, and we're hoping that it's gonna happen. So if you're here's our baby registry. We're gonna share it with you, because some of us were asking if we have a registry, and if you're thinking of surprising us, just making it easier for everybody, because we might be surprised with boxes and boxes of like the same things, right? We make we our family members, we said we have a registry, so if you're thinking of giving us something, look at the registry first, because we might have that already. But anyways, thank you again for the people that sent us a gift, and we were just so surprised, right?
Yeah. So thank you guys, and also the prayers is what
that's enough gift for us.
Yeah.
Prayers and and your thoughts. Thank you so much, right?
Yeah, thank you guys, and I hope you get some value today. And we're excited to see your dreams come true.
Yeah.
Having that delivery.
Yeah, the delivery date. So again, thanks for tuning in. That is another episode of
It's a New Day. It's a New You. God bless
everybody.
you. Bye.